away from me. Sometimes I'm in disbelief, I didn't know. Somehow I need you to go. Don't forget our memories, forget our possibilities. What you were changing me into, just giving myself back and don't stay. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. Take all your faithlessness with you, just giving myself back and don't stay. Sometimes I feel like I trusted you too well. Sometimes I just feel like screaming at myself. Sometimes I'm in disbelief, I didn't know. Somehow I need to be alone. Don't forget our memories, forget our possibilities. What you were changing me into, just giving myself back and don't stay. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. Take all your faithlessness with you, just giving myself back and don't stay. I don't need you anymore. I don't want to be ignored. I don't need one more day of you wasting me away. I don't need you anymore. I don't want to be ignored. I don't need one more day of you wasting me away. With no apology, don't forget our memories, forget our possibilities. What you were changing me into, just giving myself back and don't stay. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. Take all your faithlessness with you, just giving myself back and don't stay. Don't stay. Don't stay. When this began, I had nothing to say, and I'd get lost in the nothingness inside of me. I was confused, and I let it all out to find that I'm not the only person with these things in mind. But all of me can see the words revealed is the only real thing that I've got left to feel. Just stuck, hollow and alone, and the fault is my own, and the fault is my own. I wanna heal, I wanna feel what I thought was never real. I wanna let go of the pain I felt so long. Erase all the pain till it's gone. never been apart. Darker than the blood, higher than the soul. This is not the end. You are not the only. voices down. This is not black and white, only organized confusion. I'm just trying to get it right, and in spite of all I should have done, I was not mad at you, I was not trying to tear you down. The words that I could have used, I was too scared to say out loud. If I could not break your fall, I'll pick you up right off the ground. If you felt invisible, I won't let you feel that now. Your way, and it's an empty feeling. You've got a lot to say, and you just wanna know you're being heard. But this is not black and white, there are no clear solutions. I'm just trying to get it right, and in spite of all I should have done, I was not mad at you, I was not trying to tear you down. The words that I could have used, I was too scared to say out loud. If I cannot break your fall, I'll pick you up right off the ground. If you felt invisible, I won't let you feel that now. Invisible, 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 invisible. Solutions. I'm just trying to get it right, and in spite of all I should have done, I was not mad at you, I was not trying to tear you down. The words that I could have used, I was too scared to say out loud. If I cannot break your fall, I'll pick you up right off the ground. If you felt invisible, I won't let you feel that now. The dead wood to make the fire rise, the blood of innocence burning in the skies. I filled my cup with the rising of the sea, and poured it out in an ocean of debris. Oh, I'm swimming in the smoke for bridges I have burned. So don't apologize, I'm losing what I don't deserve, what I don't deserve. We held our breath when the clouds began to fall, but you were lost in the beating of the storm. And in the end we were made to be apart, like separate chambers of the human heart. No, I'm swimming in smoke of bridges I have burned. So don't apologize, I'm losing what I don't deserve. The blame is mine alone for bridges I have burned. So don't apologize, I'm losing what I don't deserve. What I don't deserve. What I don't deserve. Oh, what I don't deserve.
I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away, it's so unreal. Didn't look out below, watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard
and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard
and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one a long way to go and a long memory. I've been searching for an answer, always just out of reach. Blood on the floor, sirens repeat. I've been searching for the courage to face my enemies when they turn down the lights. I hear my battle symphony, all the world in front of me. If my armor breaks, I'll fuse it back together. Battle symphony, please just don't give up on me. And my eyes are wide awake for my battle symphony, for my battle symphony. They say that I don't belong, say that I should retreat, that I'm marching to the rhythm of a lonesome defeat. But the sound of your voice puts the pain in reverse. No surrender, no illusions, and for better or worse, when they turn down the lights, I hear my battle symphony, all the world in front of me. If my armor breaks, I'll fuse it back together. Battle symphony, please just don't give up on me. And my eyes are wide awake. If I fall, get knocked down, pick myself up off the ground. If I fall, get knocked down, pick myself up off the ground. When they turn down the lights, I hear my battle symphony, all the world in front of me. If my armor breaks, I'll fuse it back together. Battle symphony, please just don't give up on me. And my eyes are wide awake for my battle symphony, for my battle symphony.
Folks, we have a special guest. We have a special guest with us tonight. I'd like to introduce
Let's hear it for the great.
Wasn't that fun? Let's try something else.
When the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop.
follow. I am not the fortune and the fame, or the same person telling you to forfeit the game. I came in the ring like a dog on a chain, and found out the underbelly's sicker than it seems. And it seems ugly, but it can get worse, cause even a blueprint is a gift and a curse. Cause once you got a theory of how the thing works, everybody wants the next thing to be just like the first. And I'm not a robot, I'm not a monkey. I will not dance even if the beat's funky. Opposite of lazy, far from a punk. Y'all ought to stop talking, start trying to catch up, motherfucker. And all the people say, try to catch up, motherfucker. I watch how the moon sits in the sky in a dark night, shining with the light from the sun. The sun doesn't give life to the moon, assuming the moon's gonna owe it one. It makes me think of how you act to me. You do favors then rapidly, you just turn around and start asking me about things that you want back from me. I'm sick of the tension, sick of the hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your greed while I find a place to rest. I'm sick of the tension, sick of the hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your greed while I find a place to rest.
I wanna be in another place. I hate when you say you don't understand. I wanna be in the energy, not with the enemy, a place for my head. I wanna be in another place. I hate when you say you don't understand. I wanna be in the energy, not with the enemy, a place for my head.
Someday I'll be just like you and step on people like you do and run away all the people I thought I knew. I remember back then who you were. You used to be calm, used to be strong, used to be generous, but you should have known that you wear out your welcome, and now you see how quiet it is all alone. I'm so sick of the tension, sick of the hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your greed while I find a place to rest. I'm so sick of the tension, sick of the hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your greed while I find a place to rest.
I wanna be in another place. I hate when you say you don't understand. I wanna be in the energy, not with the enemy, a place for my head. I wanna be in another place. I hate when you say you don't understand. I wanna be in the energy, not with the enemy, a place for my head.
Try to take the best of me. Try to Should have stayed were the signs I ignored. Can I help you not to hurt anymore? We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things that we can have but can't keep. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. The reminders pull the floor from your feet. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. Oh, and you're angry, and you should be. It's not fair. Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker, who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Someone's time runs out. If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker, who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Well, I do. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do.
The world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered line from Hindu scripture, Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade. He should do his duty, and to impress him, takes on the armed form and says, now I am become death, the destroyer of the world.
Without a sense of competence,
surface, consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending. Controlling, I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
Without a sense of confidence, I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take.
I felt this way before, so insecure. Crawling in my skin, these wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real. Discomfort endlessly has pulled itself upon me, distracting, reacting. Against my will I stand beside my own reflection. It's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
Without a sense of confidence, I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take.
I felt this way before, so insecure.
Rhythm on the pavement and drip from the blacktop into the basement. Traces of the rain pervade this to erase your hate and take this from the fakeness. Raindrops with the rhythm on the pavement and drip from the blacktop into the basement. Traces of the rain pervade this to erase your hate and take this from the fakeness. Raindrops with the rhythm on the pavement and drip from the blacktop into the basement. Traces of the rain pervade this to erase your hate and take this from the fakeness. Raindrops with the rhythm on the pavement and drip from the blacktop into the basement. Traces of the rain pervade this to erase your hate and take this from the fakeness.
Crawling in my skin, these wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real. Crawling in my skin, these wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real.
Take me down to the fighting end. Wash the poison from off my skin. Show me how to be whole again. Fly me up on a silver wave, past the black where the sirens sing. Warm me up in a nova's glow, and drop me down to the dream below.
need to be. 'Cause I'm only a crack in this castle of rust. Hardly anything there for you to see, for you to see.
All these thoughts and the pain attached to them. Sometimes I wonder why this is happening. It's like nothing I can do would distract me when I think of how I shot myself in the back again. 'Cause from the infinite words I can say, I put all the pain you gave to me on display, but didn't realize instead of setting it free, I took what I hated and made it a part of me. Never goes away, never goes away. And now you become a part of me. You'll always be right here. You become a part of me. You'll always be my fear. I can't separate myself from what I've done. Giving up a part of me. I've let myself become you. Hearing your name, the memories come back again. I remember when it started happening. I'd see you in every thought I had, and then the thoughts slowly found words attached to them. And I knew as they escaped away, I was committing myself to them. And every day I regret saying those things, 'cause now I see that I took what I hated and made it a part of me. Never goes away, never goes away. And now you become a part of me. You'll always be right here. You become a part of me. You'll always be my fear. I can't separate myself from what I've done. Giving up a part of me. I've let myself become you. Never goes away, never goes away, it never goes away, it never goes away. Get away from me. Give me my space back, you gotta just. Everything comes down, the memories of. I kept it in, but now I'm letting you. I let you go, so get away from me. Give me my space back, you gotta just. Everything comes down, the memories of. I kept it in, but now I'm letting you. I let you go. You become a part of me. You'll always be right here. You become a part of me. You'll always be my fear. I can't separate myself from what I've done. Giving up a part of me. I've let myself become you. I've let myself become you. I've let myself become lost inside these thoughts of you. Giving up a part of me. I've let myself become you. There are just too many times that people have tried to look inside of me, wondering what I think of you when I protect you out of courtesy. Too many times that I've held on when I needed to push away, afraid to say what was on my mind, afraid to say what I need to say. Too many things that you said about me when I'm not around. You think having the upper hand means you gotta keep putting me down, but I've had too many standoffs with you. It's about as much as I can stand, so I'm waiting until the upper hand is mine. 1 minute you're on top, the mission 9, watch it drop. like me put so much trust in all your lies. So concerned with what you think to just say what we feel inside. So many like me walk on eggshells all day long. All I know is that all I want is to feel like I'm not stepped on. There are so many things you say that make me feel you cross the line. What goes up will surely fall, and I'm counting down the time. Cause I've had so many standoffs with you. It's about as much as I can stand, so I'm waiting until the upper hand is mine.
1 minute you're on top,
the next you're not, watch it drop,
making the rock stop
just before you hit the floor.
1 minute you're on top,
the next you're not, missed your shot,
making the rock stop.
You think you won, and then it's all gone. 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 Now it's all gone. I know I'll never trust a single thing you say. You knew your lies would divide us, but you lied anyway. And all the lies have got you floating up above us all. But what goes up has got to fall.
1 minute you're on top,
the next you're not, watch it drop,
making the rock stop
just before you hit the floor.
1 minute you're on top,
the next you're not, missed your shot,
making the rock stop.
You think you won, and then it's all gone. 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 Now it's all gone.
Memories consume, like opening the wound. I'm picking me apart again. You all assume I'm safe here in my room, unless I try to start again. I don't want to be the one, but battles always use. Cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate, say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way, I know it's not alright. So I'm breaking the habit. I'm breaking the habit tonight. Watching my cure, I tightly lock the door. I try to catch my breath again. I heard much more than any time before. I had no options left again. I don't want to be the one, the battles always choose. Cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate, say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way, I'll never be alright.
I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way, I'll never be alright. So I'm breaking the habit. I'm breaking the habit. I'm breaking the habit tonight.
hurt inside you've learned to hide so well, pretending someone else can come and save me from myself. I can't be who you are. When my time comes, forget the wrong that I've done. Help me leave behind some reasons to be missed. Don't resent me, and when you're feeling empty, keep me in your memory. Leave out all the rest. Leave out all the rest. Forgetting all the hurt inside you've learned to hide so well, pretending someone else can come and save me from myself. I can't be who you are. I can't be who you are.
Turn my mic up louder, I got to say something. Lightweight, step it aside when we come in. Feel it in your chest, the syllables get pumping. People on the street will panic and start running. Words on loose leaf, sheet complete coming. I jump on my mind, I summon the rhyme, I'm dumping. Healing the blind, I promise to let the sun in. Sick of the dark ways, we march to the drumming. Trump when they tell us if they wanna see jumping. Fuck that, I wanna see some fist pumping. List something, take back what's yours. Say something that you know they might attack me for. Cause I'm sick of being treated like I have before. Like a stupid standing for what I'm standing for. Like this war's really just a different brand of war. Like it doesn't cater to rich and abandoned poor. Like they understand you in the back of the jet when you can't put gas in your tank. These fuckers are laughing away to the bank and cashing a check, asking you to have the passion and have some respect for a leader so nervous in an obvious way, stuttering and mumbling for nightly news to replay, and the rest of the world watching at the end of the day in their living room laughing like, what did he say?
Tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost scar somewhere down inside of me, something I cannot repair, even though it will always be. I pretend it isn't there. I'm trapped in yesterday, where the pain is all I know, and I'll never break away. 'Cause when I'm alone, I'm lost in these memories, living behind my own illusion. Lost all my dignity, living inside my own confusion. But I'm tired, I will always be afraid of the damage I've received, broken promises they made, and how blindly I believed. I will never break away, 'cause when I'm alone, I'm lost in these memories, living behind my own illusion. Lost all my dignity, living inside my own confusion. I tried to keep this pain inside, but I will never be alright. I tried to keep this pain inside, but I will never be alright. I tried to keep this pain inside, but I will never be alright. I tried to keep this pain inside, but I will never be alright. I'm lost in these memories, living behind my own illusion. Lost all my dignity, living inside my own confusion. You hid your skeletons when I had shown you mine. You woke the devil that I thought you'd left behind. I saw the evidence, the crimson soaking through. 10,000 promises, 10,000 ways to lose. And you held it all, but you were careless to let it fall. You and I was by your side, powerless. I watched you fall apart and chased you to the end. I'm left with emptiness that words cannot defend. You'll never know what I became because of you. 10,000 promises, 10,000 ways to lose, and you held it all, but you were careless to let it fall. You held it all, and I was by your side, powerless. And you held it all, but you were careless to let it fall. You held it all, and I was by your side, powerless.
Everything is what I want it to be. I look exactly like what you had always wanted to see. When I pretend, I can forget about the criminal I am. Stealing second after second just cause I know I can. But I can't pretend this is the way it'll stay. I'm just
Trying to bend the truth.
I can't pretend I'm who you want me to be. So I'm
Lying my way from you.
no turning back now.
I wanna be pushed aside, so let me go.
No turning back now.
Let me take back my life. I'd rather be all alone.
No turning back now.
Anywhere on my own, 'cause I can't stand.
No turning back now.
The very worst part of you is me.
I remember what they taught to me. Remember condescending talk of who I ought to be. Remember listening to all of that and this again. So I pretended up a person who was fitting in. And now you think this person really is me. And I'm
Trying to bend the truth.
the more I push, the more I'm pulling away. 'Cause I'm
Lying my way from you.
no turning back now.
I wanna be pushed aside, so let me go.
No turning back now.
Let me take back my life. I'd rather be all alone.
No turning back now.
Anywhere on my own, 'cause I can't
running from me. Like this isn't what I wanted to be. I never thought that what I said would have you running from me. Like this isn't what I wanted to be. I never thought that what I said would have you running from me. Like this isn't what I wanted to be. I never thought that what I said would have you running from me. Like this, no turning back now. I wanna be pushed aside, so let me go. No turning back now. Let me take back my life. I'd rather be all alone. No turning back now. Anywhere on my own, 'cause I can say no turning back now. The very worst part of you
to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the end. I'm about to break. I find the answers aren't so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found this in ignorance. Nothing seems to go away over and over again. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Shut up when I'm talking to you! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up when I'm talking to you! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Shut up when I'm talking to you! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up when I'm talking to you! Shut up when I'm talking to you! Break! Are you lost in your lies? Do you tell yourself I don't realize your crusades a disguise? Replace freedom with fear, you trade money for lives. I'm aware of what you've done. No more sorrow. I pay for your mistakes. Time is borrowed. Your time has come to pay. I see pain. I see weed. I see lies and thieves abuse power with greed. I had hope. I believed, but I'm beginning to think that I've been deceived. You will pay for what you've done. No more sorrow. I pay for your mistakes. Time is borrowed.
riot rocket every revision. But you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm, and know the words sound steady, some empties within them. We say yeah, with fists flying up in the air, like we're holding on to something that's invisible there. Cause we're living at the mercy of the pain and the fear, until we get it, forget it, let it all disappear.
Waiting for the end to come, wishing I had strength to stand. This is not what I had planned. It's out of my control. Flying at the speed of light, thoughts were spinning in my head. So many things were left unsaid. It's hard to let you go. I know what it takes to move on.
brighter yesterday. Shadows floating over, the skies began to fade. We said it was forever, but then it slipped away. Standing at the end of the final masquerade, the final masquerade. All I ever wanted, the secrets that you keep. All you ever wanted, the truth I couldn't speak. 'Cause I can't see forgiveness, and you can't see the crime. And we both keep on waiting for what we left behind. The light on the horizon was brighter yesterday. Shadows floating over, the skies began to fade. We said it was forever, but then it slipped away. Standing at the end of the final masquerade, the final masquerade, the final masquerade. Standing at the end of the final masquerade. The light on the horizon was brighter yesterday. Shadows floating over, the skies began to fade. We said it was forever, but then it slipped away. Standing at the end of the final masquerade. Oh, 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 standing at the end of the final masquerade. Standing at the end of the final masquerade, the final masquerade.
A little bit of disregard, handful of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. I am what I want you to want, what I want you to feel. But it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. So I let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. A little bit insecure, a little unconfident, cause you don't understand. I do what I can, but sometimes I don't make sense. I am what you never want to say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So I let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. No, hear me out now. You're gonna listen to me like it or not. Right now, hear me out now. You're gonna listen to me like it or not. Right now. I'm thinking it's a hole to travel through. I wanna find a way to ride on you. You wanna try to hear the thunder hit. You're gonna have to follow me under it. I'm thinking it's a hole to travel through. I wanna find a way to ride on you. You wanna try to hear the thunder hit. You're gonna have to follow me under it. I'm thinking it's a hole to travel through. I wanna find a way to ride on you. You wanna try to hear the thunder hit. You're gonna